What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back in another video on the channel, and today we are back with another episode of Last Chance. This is not a franchise restaurant at this point, but the one time I went there, for those who are familiar, I really don't like pickles. I ordered from this restaurant. Yes, I just flipped those around. I got a Nashville hot chicken sandwich, and it had a pickle on it, which was like hidden on the side, and I bit it, and you can guess what happened. I think I still have footage. Let's see if we can go to the tape. But this restaurant has been very popular and a lot of people love it, and I think that specific incident kind of just messed up my entire flow. So I went back again. This restaurant, as I said, is known as Yella's. It is located in Hawthorne, New Jersey. Pretty good ratings, 4.6 out of 152 ratings, and I've seen it all over social media. In fact, that's what made me get it the first time. So if you think I'm gonna get that same sandwich again, you are correct. I did get it. That's one of these. It's in there, and I'm not checking it. I'm gonna check it. You know I'm gonna check to make sure there's a pickle in it. I know y'all like to see me getting messed up and all kinds of stuff, but we went back, give it another chance, try this restaurant out and see, give another verdict. Different sandwiches this time other than that one. So drop a thumbs up, like, subscribe, you know, all that cringy YouTube stuff. But without further ado, man, let's get into it. Let me take these sandwiches out first. I don't know which one this is. I think these are the fries. Yep, these are the loaded fries. Okay, they look really loaded. I mean, okay. It says fries with brown gravy, cheddar cheese sauce, banana peppers, and bacon. Now, it's on the bottom. Okay, this is the top. So, should I just flip this over? I don't know, man. We'll figure it out when we get there, but this is the fries. That's not a good start. That already kind of turned me off, I'm not gonna lie. But we're still gonna try everything, make sure. I'm guessing this is the sandwich. And it is. My nemesis. The Nashville hot with the purple coleslaw, the cabbage slaw. Nah, you gotta check this whole thing, player. Not this time. Oh. No pickle. How about that? I actually get to try this time, which is cool. So we're gonna try the Nashville hot, and then I got two sandwiches. I ended up getting a hot pastrami, which is this one right here. God damn. Okay. Yep, there we go. That's fine. I guess they said you ain't getting in here. Okay. So this is the hot pastrami. It has coleslaw on it as well. There's no pickles. There's supposed to be Russian dressing, but I got mustard because I prefer mustard with their Swiss. Hopefully it is mustard. Oh, that does look good. Yes, it is mustard too. Look at that. That looks really good. Lots of pastrami on here too. Let me take this off because anytime you have too much white on the screen, it throws off your lighting. So that actually looks good, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not with the bias and all that other stuff. So let's put you over here, and then I got one sandwich. I believe it's called the Grandpa Joe. What's the Grandpa Joe? I don't remember. Okay, nice little sandwich wrap in. Let's take this out. There we go. Okay, let's see. It's a cheesesteak that's stuck. I don't mind the stuck. That's not a bad, even though it's the paper on there, that's really not good. It looks like the sandwich is kind of falling apart, to be honest. I got extra cheese on here, so maybe that's why, but there's paper stuck to the cheese. So, yeah. Anyway, I gotta make sure I double check that before I eat it. But this is the cheesesteak. It has banana peppers, onions, as well as provolone. So that is the lineup. Let me just get this situated real quick. You can see there's cheese stuck to the paper on this wrapper, which nothing you can do about that. There that is, and there this is. But nonetheless, the sandwich does look really good. Let me just double check this, make sure there's no freaking paper on here. Okay, no there is not. I just had to make sure. I don't want to eat paper. I mean, I don't want to eat paper. But let's start with the sandwich, man. Okay, got the Nashville hot with the purple coleslaw. This thing last time put me in a coma because I bit a pickle, but I double checked and there is no pickle. There is a lot of slaw on here though. Okay, for starters, I'm happy that I could actually try it this time. They did get the order right. But, can y'all see in there? Get one more bite. It's nice and crispy on the outside. There's a little hint of spice, but not very spicy. So even consider, if I had to put this on the Dave's Hot Chicken scale, it would be the medium low. Like the low spice one. There's some, but not much. Martin's potato roll, always a W. The outside is nice and crispy. The slaw does add a little bit of crunch to it, but the sandwich itself is crispy. But I do have to admit, compared to all the other Nashville hots that I've had, I don't want to be rude, man, but I have to be honest, it's pretty dry. There's just not a lot of moisture to the sandwich. There's a hint of spice. And a hint of something from that slaw. The sandwich on the menu costs $8, $8.50. So not a bad price point for what you get. But, again, I don't know if they overcooked the chicken or what. But it's pretty dry to the point that I wouldn't probably order it again. There's just not like a lot of going on. There's just a hint of spice, but not a ton of flavor. And definitely, like I said 3 times already, because I can't get over it, it's pretty dry. Out of 10, I'd give it a 4. But at least we did get to try it for real this time. But, yeah. Next up, I'm going to go with the Grandpa Joe. Like I said before, it is a cheesesteak on their sesame seed. I remember the sesame seeds from last time. Pretty good bun, like nice and soft. But it's cheesesteak, peppers and onions, cheese. Yeah, there's some provolone cheese, and I ordered extra cheese. This is extra cheese. It cost $1 extra for extra cheese. And the peppers are banana peppers. I think I said that the first time, but let's give this one a shot. The cheesesteak is pretty good. It's seasoned, it's very moist, a lot of flavor to it. The bun, nice and soft, no complaints there. Good quality roll. Let me see if I can do it. Okay. My thing is this. Overall, it's decent. I remember I got something with a cheesesteak last time, and my one gripe was next time I'm going to get it with extra cheese. I mean, I guess there's extra cheese here, but I just don't feel like maybe like putting it on the bottom is not a good idea because I'm only getting cheese in the bottom part. Decent amount of banana peppers. I just, again, wish there was more cheese. But price-wise, this costs $12.50. Well, okay price. Not great, but not like ridiculously overpriced. It's okay. It's not the best cheesesteak I ever had, but it's definitely not the worst. I could have done with like a little more of these banana peppers, but I find myself saying the same thing. I would have ordered extra cheese again. And I did order extra cheese. But that is what that is. Everything other than that, I think is a W. I also probably would have asked for like mayo or something. Is this a sandwich that I would go out of my way to get again? I hate saying this, man, because I don't like being rude, and especially when it comes to small businesses, but probably not. Is this a sandwich I would eat? Yes. No. It's not mid. It's not great. It's somewhere right in between, so that like 6.5 out of 10 level. Pretty good. And this thing looks crazy. When I got the hot pastrami sandwich, a lot of pastrami on here, which is a really good sign. Lots of coleslaw on here. There's the Swiss. It comes with Russian. I always swap it out for mayo. I'm not the biggest fan of Russian dressing. On the rye bread. So rye bread, I don't think the rye bread's toasted, but that's really not a big deal. Not every place toasts their rye. That's good. A little bit of pastrami. There's some sitting off on the side. That's pretty good. This is the best thing I've had so far. Ton of pastrami on here. Very moist, very flavorful. Coleslaw gives it a little bit of that crunch that I do enjoy. That coleslaw seems homemade, and it's pretty good. No issues with that whatsoever. The Swiss, some people prefer Russian, but I like that nice spicy deli mayo. And they load you up. I'm not doing that. We're all friends here. But they load you up. There's more pastrami sitting off to the side, and the sandwiches are pretty stacked. $10 for this one. I would say that's pretty fair. I like their pastrami a lot. This would be something that I would go get. 100%. Let me get a bite with this coleslaw. It's very good. I don't bite some pastrami again, hold on. And the rye bread's not bad. I wouldn't put it like best pastrami sandwich ever level, but around here, this is a very respectable, very good pastrami sandwich that I would get 100 times over. At least now, and this is me being real, if I was ordering from here, that would be my start. Or maybe inventing a sub, because putting that on a sub roll, just hear me out. I would do that, but 8.5 out of 10. That's good. And last, let's move this over. I really don't know how I'm going to eat this. These are their loaded fries, and it says it comes with cheese and brown gravy, banana peppers, and bacon. Now I noticed there's no cheese and gravy on here, so when I looked underneath, it's actually upside down. Now I don't really know any places that bottom puts their topping, so I guess I can just like do one of these or something. Look, there it is, right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a ton of it on the bottom. It's all stuck to the paper, which is not like what you want. I mean, just being real, if you're gonna order fries to go, which I've gotten like disco fries and different stuff like that at different places, putting it on this kind of paper and then putting it on the bottom, like I'm definitely trying not to eat paper on two different things I've gotten, which isn't like, it's not the best idea. But the gravy's pretty good though. I don't know where the hell the bacon went, but that's actually not half bad. It's more like a gravy cheese combo, like a cheese sauce. Usually, and again, they don't call them disco fries, but usually it's more of like a, I'm trying to say this right. No, I'm not. More like a mozzarella, whereas this tastes more like Cheese Whiz. Other thing, if you're gonna put bacon on fries, that's not it. Like I hate being critical, man, but I'm trying to like tell the truth. So I don't know how. Like I feel like I have to chop the bacon myself. Let me get one of these banana peppers in here and see what's up. I hate being. I'm not trying. I have to be honest though. You can't do that. You at least chop the bacon. Like it takes 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like if there's 3 or 4 slices of bacon on here, and it's just like, it just comes across as really lazy. When you're, again, paying what you're paying. I don't mind paying for food, but even like Wendy's gives you bacon pieces. So I don't know what to say about that other than, I don't know. As far as the gravy goes, it's pretty good. The fries that I'm eating, because of the way it is, and this isn't their fault. When you order disco fries to go, you have to understand that it's going to happen. Your fries are going to get a little soggy. Nice. Mix your own mouth though. Okay, I think I was just tripping. I feel like one of the fries is kind of undercooked. I'm like trying again to not be like overly negative. I think the taste is there. I just feel like the way that they set this up in the presentation and stuff. And again, I'm not asking for like a reinvented wheel, but putting it on the bottom kind of really I'm staring to hope I don't eat paper. And that's something that I've done other places that I'm not going to say them by name, but I've done other places where you can tell, like, they're like, the way that they give you the food, even when you get it to go, is put together like they give a crap. This just doesn't look like they give a crap. It's like, okay, take your food and go. And that's, as a customer, not something that I'm just... Service matters. So, I have to be honest about that fact. I'm not trying to be negative, but honesty is always the best policy. These fries are decent. They're not great. I'd probably give them like a 5 out of 10. But what I will do, because I feel like this would work, is I would take this and I would take these, because I put fries on damn near everything. And we make ourselves a nice little sandwich. See if I can find a bacon strip in here. We do have a bacon strip. That is a positive on the bacon strip. We'll go in with the bacon strip. And we'll go in with the fries. There's no joke, like 3 bacon strips in there, bro. And again, 3 bacon strips would be normal for fries, but the way that it comes off, because it's underneath, and this looks good. I would eat this sandwich though. Let me go back here. That was a bad idea. I'm sorry. That was a horrible idea. I couldn't swallow that. One second. Okay. I always try to try everything twice. I always try to highlight pros and cons of any place that I eat at. I'm never trying to lay into anyone, especially a small business. Pros. Some of the food does taste good. The flavor is there. 100%. That pastrami sandwich I would order any day of the week. This is a decent, and the rest for me, it came down to whoever's at the grill or like putting this food in the thing. It just, again, I'm not saying you have to like act like you're top flight security of the world working at your job, but if I was running a business and I had somebody give me feedback, you have to be honest about this. It just looks like they didn't give a shit. Excuse my language, but I've ordered from here twice, and twice I've had issues of some sort. One of which I looked at the receipt, said no pickles. There were like giant pickles sitting in there. You know, that's just, I get that it happens, but that to me is more of a fast food thing. If you're ordering from a place like this, that's tough. To this time, with the paper sticking to things, I kind of was staring at it, making sure, putting the cheese on the upside down part again. It's not nitpicking. I don't think any of you would want to eat paper. I'm just being honest about that fact. And there's nothing wrong with the food as far as it being cold. None of it's cold, anything like that. It came warm, everything else, but because of that, I just feel like I wouldn't order from here again. You know, I don't really feel satisfied like I normally would. And this stuff set me back about $50. I'm not saying that's the end of the world. That is what it is. But you ask yourself, would you pay $50 for this? This is just me being honest. And anytime that I say things like this, I always feel bad and I end up ranting, you know, like trying to explain myself. But my duty to anybody watching this is to always be honest. I wouldn't eat here again. If they fix some things, then I would. But just me ordering off the street, you know, if anybody that works there sees this, man, this is just me being real. Your food's good, but you can't do this kind of stuff. Like, it happens too much. And I'm 2 for 2. So, not bad. If I was rating this out of 10, it would be a 6, which means the food is pretty decent, but, you know, with everything else, wouldn't be my favorite. But I wanted to give it a second chance. I didn't tell anybody from there anything. They don't know I ordered this. They didn't know the first time. They don't know the second time. This is just me ordering just like anybody else, which is what I always do. Any restaurant that I order from does not know I'm coming. I don't tell them ahead of time. They don't. Even yesterday, I went to Grumpy's Pizza, which is someone that I actually know now because we have a relationship. I had someone else call them, and I picked it up, and he didn't know it was me until I walked in. He said, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And the food was already there. It was too late at that point. So that is the way that I always will be, because I don't want preferential treatment just because people might it might help their business or something like that. I want to give you a real review where it's real food, just like you would order. And in this case, that's twice, man. So it is what it is, but I have to be honest about that fact. Yeah, and y'all know, anybody who watches these, that I'm not a negative person. I hate doing stuff like this, but I have to be honest, man. There's some people at times that say I like everything. They must miss videos like this because I've done this a bunch of times. But if anybody sees this from here, this is just me being honest. I still think your food's good. I just think it could, the service and everything else could make this like actually like for real, for real. And I think they're doing well. So maybe I don't give a shit what I say. But this is just me being one person and being honest. But anyway, that's the end of the video, man. I actually have to, I'm changing my backdrop. The jerseys are gonna stay, so I gotta do that tonight. So by the time you see this next time, you should see a new backdrop, unless I screw it up. But we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. I love Yada Hand Signs. They made it to YouTube.